Dude, if you made a Naruto spreadsheet of any kind, that's an easy video. People would watch the shit out of that. If you did a spreadsheet of Senguns...
Who Naruto characters would vote for? Topical?
Is that even a spreadsheet?
Yes, no. Binary, baby.
I guess so.
Undecided. There's a third option. 10-10, undecided. Yeah. Naruto, Kamala. I'm trying to think of who would vote for Trump. Choji. No, he's got a black wife. Fuck.
Choji would, because he has a black wife. He'd be like, I'm not racist.
Karui could be like a black Republican. Fuck, who would vote for Trump in the Naruto world?
I bet Tsunade's Republican as hell.
Ooh, that's a good fucking poll.
Tsunade's Republican as hell.
Because here's the thing. Everyone's like, oh, the idea of Tsunade sounds great. But she's just a 75-year-old woman who likes to drink and like...
Gamble.
Like, that's a Vegas local.
Yeah,
Tsunade is a fucking Vegas strip crawler.
Yeah.
Oh, that means Jiraiya would vote for Trump as well.
I was just thinking
Jiraiya would absolutely vote for Trump.
I'm trying to think of
But he's a financial Republican.
I bet
he's rich as hell.
My guy's voting for Trump.
My guy is 100%. No.
My guy's a big pull yourself by your bootstraps kind of dude. Rock Lee's Republican too.
Fuck, you might be right. You might also bad haircuts. And Republicans have terrible haircuts. Notoriously. Oh man, this is great. I feel like we're just saying all the old people, but Kakashi votes for Kamala.
Yeah.
That's
agreed. Kakashi's woke as hell.
Well, he's just got a huge dick, you know?
Yeah.
That's canon. I'm literally looking at it right now.
Yeah.
I feel like most of the Konoha, Shino votes for Trump. No, he doesn't. He's a teacher now. No, he defo. That's a Kamala.
They got teachers in the South.
Of course they have teachers in the South, but Shino's he's nice.
He likes bugs. He likes the environment.
He likes the environment. That's the thing. He's a big bug guy. Kiba? Kiba's an undecided. He's too stupid to get to the polls.
Kiba likes animals?
No, Kiba's like a white centrist. He's like, I don't choose either side, man.
Yeah.
But he's like, okay, cool.
You know what? So is Shikamaru. Shikamaru doesn't vote.
He's too smart. He thinks he's above it.
Yeah,
that's what he thinks he's above it.
Yeah, he's like, I'm a centrist.
Kamala.
Kamala.
Konkoro, though, Trump.
Really?
Yeah.
Tamari? No, Tamari's like an artsy, she's in your face liberal.
Yeah, no, like Tamari drives a fucking Subaru, and she'll let you know about it.
Tamari'd be a witch if she were.
Oh my god, would Tamari be a witch in this? Tamari would be like, the first question she would ask you is, "What's your sign?"
Is he not a quiet, like stays out of politics, no voter, but leans Republican?
You're absolutely right. Hinata is like Hinata will say some like low key racist shit and be like, I don't know, like I don't want to talk about it. You know?
Hinata will be like, why do we have to bring politics into it? Let's not be the R word right now.
Fuck, that's so
Hinata.
Good. That makes me rethink on Naruto though, because Naruto could be like boyish charm Republican, like just like your stockbroker extrovert, but like also like voting Republican, so nobody touches, like he doesn't get hit with a 44% tax like thing or something. Fuck. Is the Uzumaki household Republican? It might be.
I think Naruto's probably liberal, but he's like Hinata's like not voting, and she like says the N-word when a rap comes on. But like,
Hinata doesn't censor herself. She can see in the Byakugan. She knows people are close enough to say the N-word.
She's not hurting anyone. Neji's also Republican.
Oh, Neji's Republican as fuck, dude.
Neji wants
the whole
wall.
Hyuga family. There's literally a caste system.
Yeah.
That being said, though, Neji does die for Hinata. I feel like there's definitely like the side family is definitely like, fuck them to the main branch. Whole main branch family, Republican as hell. They're MAGA. That's the MAGA centrist.
Who's liberal now? Because I feel like we've dubbed most of the Naruto cast as Republican.
Democratic.
Yeah.
For sure liberal.
What's Sasuke? I think Sasuke's liberal.
Yeah, sneaky liberal.
Because Sasuke, if he didn't turn evil, he's like a poetry guy. He's like a good, cool dude.
He's kind of an anarchist, if we're being real.
Yeah, he's an anarchist. Who else is in the show? We got Gaara's group. Ino's also like, Ino's Hinata but louder about it.
Yeah.
Ino's definitely saying the N-word.
You know what it is? Yeah, absolutely. You know who Hinata is? Hinata's like the Hakuto girl.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, you like a cute outside demeanor, but you were raised in Tennessee. You know,
Hinata's like won't talk about politics and like she's cute and bubbly, but like you don't want to hear her views.
Yeah. Ino's like she'll let you know, but you're like, fuck, you're so hot. You're like, oh, you're so hot.
She'll let you know, Ino.
Who was that fucking woman, Tommy Lauren or whatever? Like a couple years ago, some like right-wing political pundit.
Was she the attack helicopter one who's like, my pronouns
something like that?
are,
Yeah, but like hot
Lauren something, I think.
Something like that. Yeah. But like hot.
Yeah.
Man, here's one. Fuck, who was it? We missed one from the Konoha 13. 1010?
You said 1010's undecided.
Undecided for sure. Is that everybody?
Maybe. Wow, that was fun.
That was
Can
fun.
we do this with every single anime?
We can do it with
for the next 2 hours?
every anime. We do a new one. Straw Hat Pirates.
I don't know enough of them to like. All right, Luffy's liberal but doesn't vote.
Yeah, Luffy doesn't vote for sure.
Luffy's like on the.
His entire thing is breaking down the government.
Sanji's Republican as hell.
Sanji's absolute. No,
Sanji's grab him by the pussy.
No,
like,
Sanji's a libertarian because like the entire base of libertarianism is like we gotta lower the age of consent immediately. Like we don't need these laws. I need my child bride.
Yeah.
So yeah, Sanji Republican, Zoro. Republican? Like he's a Zoro. You put Zoro in the real world, he's going to NASCAR races. Yeah, dude, his entire thing is booze. His entire thing is booze. It's booze and weapons. That's literally it. It's booze and weapons.
All right, I think Nami and Robin are both liberal.
Yeah, she's in. The one's a. They both are. They're both like big outside girls. Nami's a fucking archaeologist. Yeah, Nami's like going to like Egypt like 3 months out of the year and being like she's like understands the world. She's she's got like the fucking plane emoji in her Instagram bio. Frankie, Republican. So like the most Republican guy.
Yeah.
Rook, Democratic for sure.
Isn't Frankie just a beer fridge?
Kind of, yeah.
That's literally what he is.
He's the only, according to Oda, the only American on the crew.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear?
Jimbei, Republican.
I buy that.
It's so hardcore Republican one.
Did you hear Frankie's voice actor is not doing well
Patrick
still?
Seitz?
Yeah, doing worse. No, the Japanese one.
Oh, no.
Because they, I think, held off on the show for a bit because of his failing health. And now it's failing even harder.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's a little bit of news.
Okay, but they're on a 6-month hiatus.
Well, yeah, now, yeah.
Okay, so he's got 6 months to either die or turn it around here.
So.
Just teach Patrick Seitz Japanese. All right, speaking of Patrick Seitz, let's start with Uzumaki here.
Okay. Wow.
Season finale of Uzumaki.
Season finale.
Yep.
This was the silliest episode.
This show it holds a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
Because it is the dumbest story ever told,
Yeah.
but at the same time, wow, was it fun.
This one's super silly. Should we talk about briefly, like, just Uzumaki as a whole, what we felt of it? Because we are just talking about the end right now.
Mm-hmm. So 4 episodes. I think all of the episodes are around a half hour long, so about 2 hours of content.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to talk about the fact that episode 1, super well animated, super crisp. Not so there's a couple of moments where the CG pokes through, but besides that, you're like, oh my god, this is exactly how Junji Ito's like most important and most famous story should be brought to the animated medium.
Yeah.
And then episode 2, 3, and 4 didn't look great. And I feel like unfortunately that's going to be what everyone talks about in regards to this adaptation.
Yeah, and they should be talking about just how fucking silly it gets.
It's the genuine takeaway from this, because there's a lot of people who definitely didn't read Uzumaki or now interacting it with the first time that are going to be like, oh wow, this is stupid. And that's what we need to talk about, because it's a dumb story.
Yeah. I was blown away, pun intended, by this episode.
Yeah.
In terms of just when the fucking dragonfly boys show
just out of nowhere.
They're just in tornadoes.
Just the video, the episodes opens and oh, by the way, the entire town is gone because a couple of guys called the Butterfly Gang can turn themselves into fucking Avatar Aang.
Yeah, that was awesome. They roll up and they go, where is it? He goes, we're not the Butterfly Gang anymore. We're the Dragonfly Gang.
We're the Jumbo Dragonfly Gang. We're the carnivorous Jumbo Dragonfly Gang.
Yeah, a dude goes, we're Jumbo Dragonflies, not little dragonflies.
Yeah.
What's happening?
That's playground rules, baby. That's what somebody you thought of a really cool nickname, and then somebody was like, that's gay when you were a kid. You're like, fuck, we gotta make it cooler. Oh no, butterflies are gay.
Damn it. Dragonflies
have double the amount of wings.
Yeah. It's is that cool? Jimmy is oh, a tornado took him. Dude, tornadoes.
Why'd you move so fast, Jimmy?
Tornadoes just taking people. There are
left,
people,
right, and center.
People are just having a conversation in a group. A tornado just plucks a single dude out of it.
And they're like, oh, it got him. And then they just move on. And I love the fact that they just lay down and they're like, that was enough to avoid the tornado.
Dude, there was a bit, so the Butterfly Gang rolls up in tornadoes.
Yeah.
Like they're just riding them. And a kid's like, hey, that's pretty cool. And the girl's like, don't go imitating that. And I'm like, why not? That's objectively cool.
Yeah, like, you know how many people have died trying to imitate them? And I was like, yeah, I would have been one of them. Are you kidding me?
Hey, you know how many people turned into fucking snails this month?
So snail heavy this episode. so snail heavy. And it's like, listen, if I have to go out either being like Avatar Aang for a week or turn into a snail that gets eaten raw by a dude slithering his way into my shell, I'm taking the tornado.
Dude, that was awesome. That was so funny.
It's great.
I love when he's like, do you know some bugs eat snails like this? And he just slithers in.
And he's just like cracking his spine to get in.
This is such...
It's the dumbest story ever told. Like when you're reading it, you're like, it's like spooky because you like dim the lights a little bit, and like you can do the voices in your own head. And it's a book, so it can't be like a book. Like can be kind of silly, but it's like the art's really
it sucks
good.
You in.
But this, it's like between the mix of bad CGI and just like the voice acting, which was good, but like just like hearing voice acting talk about like we're gonna eat the snail person. Like there's no way to seriously deliver the lines of Uzumaki.
Yeah.
Like did you know that some bugs eat the snails like this, and just like hearing a spine crack, and you're like, this is dumb.
There's a bit where they take their snail friend to a cliff.
Yep.
And the girl's like,
her snail little brother, and she's like, go get him, go little brother, go down the cliff.
yeah, she's like, do you think you could climb down there? And the subtitles go, snail noises. And she goes, yeah, she's like, turns him. He's a big snail with hair.
And then, like, if you don't go, I'll hit you. It's like, hey, man, they're eating them back there. That's not a big enough threat.
It's so fun. I just love, like, do you think you could climb down there? You got it.
Got it? It's like, I've been spending weeks with snail people. I've picked up the dialect.
It's so funny.
Yeah. I also love that they're handed, people are like eating the snails. And I think it's like Shuichi and Kirie are like, don't eat those used to be humans. And they're like, what? And it's like, you think these 6 foot tall snails weren't humans? They're like, what do you mean? And they're just, shut. Would you eat a snail person?
I want to eat a not snail person.
Like you would need a regular snail.
You don't
eat shrimp.
I'd eat a person sooner than I eat a snail that was never a person.
That's wild.
That's just how I feel.
If I was like, hey, here's a freshly flambéed human arm or a plate of escargot, you would go for the freshly flambéed arm?
100% in that context, 100%. But I'm not going to go down to Kohl's. I'm not going to go down to Men's Warehouse, harpoon a dude behind the cash register.
Why are you getting retail workers? You're like, your life's not worth living anyways. All right.
Well, you're making me out to seem like some kind of big monster. I'm saying if I'm like on an island, a man dies and a snail dies. I'm eating the man first.
That's wild.
Why is that wild?
I'm cracking into a snail. Dude, they made it sound so good. They were taking handfuls of that shit.
I feel like I've always wanted to try like a clam, like a mussel. I feel like it's maybe like that, but a mussel seems tastier to me.
Have you ever had a scallop?
No.
What from the sea have you eaten?
Turtle? No, wrong answer. Joking. Harbor seal?
Yeah, baby seals. Yeah, remember when me and Sarah went on that wine tour? I took one with me.
Yeah, it's like, what have I eaten from the ocean? Like turtle, shark fin soup, dolphin.
There was that humpback whale we had. That was really good.
No, I've had clam chowder.
Okay.
Love a clam chowder.
Gotcha.
Oh man.
So you've eaten basically mussels.
Yeah, but in chowder. So I've had clam chowder. Fish sticks, which I believe is porpoise.
Pretty sure that's like a mix of sea urchin and baby dolphin.
Yes. Fish sticks, crab, but all like years ago. I remember kind of liking crab.
Okay.
It's pretty good. The one where it's like red, you know what I mean?
Crab is red, most of it,
cool.
yeah. Did you eat imitation crab or regular crab?
I have no idea.
Too long ago, gotcha.